Good morning, dear tutor. This is my presentation about the research project I worked during the whole semester. I decided to choose this project based on my experience as a teacher in Bucaramanga, Santander. So that the name of my project is the impact of the primary years program on student motivation, comprehension of the learning process in the field of education. So the type of paper is a research project. Um, as I told you before, this project was chosen based on my experience as a teacher and working in a bilingual school in which we have developed many activities or many resources to motivate students to learn in a bilingual environment. So, evaluating the impact of the primary years program is crucial for motivation in students when learning comprehension and metacognitive skills, um, because it is quite difficult to keep students attracted to bilingual environments or when learning a bilingual class, even if it's not English. But it's very important to keep them motivated. So my keywords are practitioners, learners, curriculum, community, and innovative. So I decide to work on I decide to base on these two important lines or literature references that were one is Emily Johnson, one of the most important researchers in a metacognitive development. And also in inquiry-based learning, that is kind of the same like primary years program. So the most important literature quote was promoting student engagement and metacognitive development through inquiry-based learning was one of the most important research that this author did. So she wants to explore the effectiveness of inquiry-based learning that is kind of the same like primary years program. Um, the learning approaches in contemporary education. Why? Because it is one of the most important movements nowadays due to all the um, cathedratic uh, topics that were developed long time ago. So she really encouraged these methodologies to promote students' engagement and to keep the comprehension of the learning process for a long term due to the theoretical practices are not so common nowadays and they are pretty old fashioned. She also highlights the practical strategies for implementing inquiry based learning and really challenge the implementation of these ones in Colombian schools or bilingual schools. And also, I chose the Daniel Lee that is a very important author talking about the impact of innovative educational methodologies as a PYP, like PYP or primary years program. So in this research, or as a summary, he really examined the methodologies and how they enhance the motivation, the active learning, and empower students to really look for or lead their own learning. So these two authors really lead me to this project. So now the general objective of this project is identify and recognize the advantages of new methodologies in order to enhance education, as I told you before. And the two specific objectives that really is that are really gonna take me to the final project where to the final goal, sorry, where to get more strategies to understand how learners enjoy learning and to understand different methods to get a wide experience identifying different type of learnings. And the literature review, as I told you before, was this one, but I really want to focus on three important uh, topics that are inquiry-based learning that is very important in kids nowadays because that motivates and encourages students to do a really good research and a wide research. The self-determination, because nowadays kiddos are not so, sorry, kiddos are very inquire and they really want to ask or look for information more than they have into the classroom, and also the metacognitive skills that are very essential for students, all type of students. And my, as I told you at the beginning, these are my four keywords, but I really want to talk about the methodology I use, and I really interview teachers that really work in real life with PYP program, and they really answer very in a very honest way. Um, and the information I gather was pretty important because they talk about how the students were motivated during the whole class, how students were very centered and focused during the whole activities, and the inquiry-based learning make them understand more the topic and also make them clear about the information they really have in their minds. And these are the results. And also, including this information, I really want to focus on the in all the programs or in all the methodologies, we really have several challenges, but innovative methodologies really encourage students to keep on looking for information and not taking just the information they got in the classroom. So one of the most important or the most important challenges that we have are the lack of resources, the resistance from colleagues to really work in these type of activities or use these methodologies, and also the training, because it's quite important to have a very good training, because if you don't have a very good training, you won't get or you won't give effective strategies to promote this type of learning or this type of research. And that's the main um, point for the results. And my conclusions are that innovative methodologies have been shown to positively impact student motivation by fostering intrinsic motivation, engagement, and ownership over the learning process. Also, these innovative methodologies play a crucial role in promoting metacognitive development among students inside and outside of the classroom. The implementation of innovative methodologies is not without its challenges. That's those are my conclusions, and these are my very important references that I worked during the whole semester. Thank you so much for this, for your attention.